Hey guys, Yankee Jeff, it's not your fault. Thanks for tuning into my recovery channel tonight. I do wanted to go ahead and cover a couple things tonight that I think is very important as we go on this journey of serenity, and hopefully as your loved one goes on their journey of sobriety. I got 4 points I want to bring up, and the first 4 points I want to cover are all about failure and why failure can actually be a good thing. But before I get into that, like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you would, please. We are over 1,000 subscribers, and the farther we get in this process of getting more subscribers and more watch hours, YouTube will push this content out to more people who actually could use the help. So that's why I did the music reactions, is to get to this point where I can actually get my content of my help stuff out to the people that need it. That being said, like, subscribe, and leave me comments. And I'm not talking to myself, okay? Like, good, perfect. All right. So the biggest thing that I want to talk about being failure can be a teaching tool for us, and just for us, for our loved one. Number one, okay, and I don't have any notes. I'm just kind of doing this on the cuff like I usually do. But number one, failure allows for embarrassment. What does I mean? What do I mean by that? Why is embarrassment a good thing? Well, if we don't allow our loved ones to hit rock bottom and have that teachable moment, that aha moment of, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't ever want to end up in a situation like this ever again, and allow that embarrassment, we as human beings, embarrassment is a great teaching tool for us. We don't ever want to be embarrassed again. And that could be that impetus for them to want to want to seek sobriety. Don't get so much involved in their life to where we constantly try and be that security blanket or that safety net under them where they can't hit rock bottom. They have to hit rock bottom to know what it's like to feel that way, so they don't want to ever do it again. Does that make sense? Of course it is, because I'm brilliant. All right. Two, failure, allowing them to fail allows for also to have them the perspective of seeing things are absolutely, if they get to the point where they're hitting rock bottom, they can look up and see how everything is above them. Everything is above them. Everything is attainable above them if they're willing to reach for it and climb up the ladder of sobriety. Perspective is one of the greatest teachers we have. And again, perspective allows us to go ahead and look at ourselves when we're in a situation where we're wanting to make a change in our life, but just don't seem to have the push to get it done. Well, perspective is one of those things where we can look around ourselves and go, I want this, I want that. I wish I had a better job. I wish I had a job. I wish I had a home. I wish I had anything besides this damn addiction I have. So this perspective allows your loved ones to look up and see the things they want to possibly attain and to get them. Okay. But if we constantly keep on bailing them out, they're never going to get to the point where they need our help and they don't need our help anymore. Okay. Listen, addiction will allow itself to be fed for as long as we keep on feeding it. The quickest, easiest meal for addiction is what they seek. So if they get it from you, great. If they get it from somebody else, they'll get it. Okay, it doesn't have to be us, but by allowing our loved one to fail, they will then hopefully get the perspective. Maybe the clouding of their eyes will come out, and they'll get a clear picture of what it is that they want in life, because they're able to see things from a different perspective. Okay, and again, if you have any questions about this, drop down the comments. Bleep them down in the comments, and I answer every single comment that I get. So if you have a comment, bleep it down in the comments, and I'll respond to you. Okay. 3. Allow your loved one to make their decisions on their fate. Okay. Their decisions on their fate. Okay. We as enablers and codependents have this incredible ability to know what's best for everyone else around us, except for ourselves. We constantly try to fix everyone else's life. If we were to take that energy and point it back inside of ourselves and go, you know what? I got enough garbage in my own backyard to clean up. I don't need to worry about everybody else. It doesn't say anywhere in the ownership manual of life that other people's problems are your problems. Okay. You got enough stuff to deal with. You got enough stuff on your plate. Okay. There's only been one perfect person ever created. So until you come to the point where you think that you're as perfect as he was, don't worry about other people's situations. Okay. Again, easier said than done, especially when it's coming from when it's a loved one's perspective, because you want to help your loved one all the time, but help is sometimes hurting. Actually, helping in a situation is always hurting. If you help the person constantly get out of a jam or to fix their problems all the time, they're never going to be able to learn how to do it themselves. Okay. You got to take the training wheels off. Let's let them go. Okay, they're going to fall and hurt their knee. Great, but eventually they're going to get better. It may hurt at first, and they may fall over, but eventually we hope, with the grace of God and with the help of the program, that they will get the help they need, and they'll get better as they go along. But it's their life. It's their life. Let them make decisions about their life. You don't have any obligation to keep on helping them. You don't. Give them the steering wheel and go, okay, have at it. They may drive over a cliff, whatever. Okay, it's not your responsibility anymore. Okay, you have to give them the tools, the ability, the kick in the ass to want to make their own decisions about their life. Will they screw up? Absolutely. Will they make the wrong decisions? Absolutely. But eventually things will get better. But if we keep on taking the wheel from them, then it's never going to get done. Let Jesus take the wheel for a while. That should be a song. I should write that down. 4, by giving failure allows you a break. How does it help you as an enabler or codependent? Because it allows you to focus on your own problems. We have all got issues in life. We all have stuff we deal with. We all got SHIT, sugar honey iced tea, as my sponsor says. You all got stuff we're working on. Okay, this is stuff that, by allowing them to take control of their life. If they have a failure situation, if they have a moment of failure, if you allow them to keep on moving forward in their failure, or try and dust themselves off and move forward, remember, every opportunity that they have to take to run their own life and not rely on you allows you time to work on yourselves. Okay, and the things you enjoy doing. I recently had a wonderful people that are in my group, and they had a situation with their loved ones. I kind of sat back and let them kind of do their own thing for a while, because I don't want to constantly be reminding them about their situation. But I sent her a text yesterday and asked her, have you and your husband had a chance to breathe this weekend? And that's all I wanted to know. Are they breathing? Because if they're breathing, that means they're apt to take a breath in and out, and they can then move forward. Okay, their situation with their loved one is going to happen no matter what they do. Okay, it's not their problem to fix. But if you get to a point of serenity where you can go ahead and say, you know what, I'm giving it over to God. I'm attaching with love, and now I can go ahead and focus on my life, take a deep breath, and look forward, and actually give myself some peace and tranquility. Because you're allowed to do that, folks. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to have peace. It doesn't always have to be focused on your loved one with the situation and the problem of addiction. So I hope these four those subject lines will help you in your seeking of serenity, to where if we get to the point of not allowing our loved one to fail, they're never going to get better. If we constantly keep on being that safety net, they're never going to hit their butt. They're never going to burn their finger on the candle. They're never going to take the training wheels off. Okay, allow them to scrape their knee. Allow it, because eventually they want to stop doing that, and they'll get better at what they're doing. They'll get better at riding a bike. They won't touch the candle no more. They'll want to start doing better in life. Ideally, that's what we all hope. Okay? Will it happen with everyone? Nope. But how can you control that? You haven't controlled it so far. You can't control it. Okay? Didn't cause it, can't cure it, and by all means can't control it. So again, just let things happen as they may. Concentrate your power back on yourself. Give it over to God, and just detach with love. All right, guys? I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me this evening. What are my qualifications? I'm a serial enabler, lifelong codependent, and I've had a little bit of addiction most of my life around addiction. So these are things that I know of from experience. Okay, does that mean I'm licensed and bonded in all 50 states? Nope, not even a little bit. But I can promise you this: some of the best food you'll ever get, it comes out of a food truck by a non-licensed carrying chef. Okay, it doesn't look at any help that you can get from anyone. Okay, I've been there. I've experienced it all. I've read the books and the movie and have the T-shirt to prove it. So, not wearing it today though. Plain green sweater. Thank you again for tuning in. I do appreciate. Like and subscribe. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Let it begin with you. By all means, say a prayer for the prayerless. Anyone out there who's not being prayed for because no one cares about them anymore is the saddest soul in the world. Everyone deserves prayer, and it's the most powerful tool we have. Okay, guys, God bless. Have a good evening, and I will talk to you on the flippity floppity.